Hi, everyone. Thanks so much for joining us. This is Oda Studio, and we're here to help you stand out with your listing photos. I'll start by introducing our team. We're three co-founders based out of MIT, and you see me in the middle. I'm one of them, Mina, and we started about 2 years ago applying our expertise in computer vision and machine learning to problems we've seen in real estate marketing. So I'll start with introducing a problem I'm sure you're all familiar with, and that's how the images, the photos are currently being utilized in real estate. So they're a very quick way for your prospects to get more information about the space. And currently, the way that process works is everyone kind of starts on the photo side, where they go to a listing site and they see a lot of options. They're flooded with options to choose from. So it's very critical to communicate as much information as possible and show the property at its best potential in a very short time period in these photos. But the reality doesn't really match that expectation. A lot of the photos kind of look like what you see on the left that are dark, kind of the angles are wrong, there's lens distortion issues. And those do take away from communicating as much information as possible to a new tenant, and it might cause the listing to kind of get lost and not get the attention that it would deserve from prospects that where this might be a good fit for them. And that's exactly what we're addressing with our automated pipelines. So the solutions we provide can be categorized in two, and there's the optimization component and staging. And on the optimization side, what we do is we correct a lot of the distortions that you would get from a camera to communicate the information clearly to show your tenants what this space would actually look like in real life. And there you see in this example that the space looks a lot more like a real apartment rather than a crooked, dark environment that doesn't look very attractive. And on the staging side, we're taking that a step further, and we're helping people imagine what that space could look like with their own furniture, their own preferences. And there we're able to incorporate both the stylistic preferences for interior design and also customers' lifestyle choices. So if you're showing this space to a family versus someone who has a dog and works from home, the layout can be very different for what their space will actually look like, and we're able to reflect that through our pipeline. So to get a little bit more into detail on the optimization side, you've seen the enhancements we do on the image, but we don't just stop there. We also extract information from this image and learn the contents of it. That's very helpful in creating captions, which we do automatically, identifying more information. So for example, in this listing, you see a fireplace and the living room. And if that's something not listed on the listing created by someone else, we're able to autofill that information through our pipeline. So that way, you're getting a lot more information, a lot more from the assets you have. And on top of that, we're treating these assets as part of a whole. So if you have a listing with 25 images, we also help you identify, oh, this is the best image to be a cover photo. This image maybe include that at the end. So different kinds of ordering that works better with engaging clients. Those types of recommendations we're also able to make, and also make the images look consistent across the entire listing. So if that's a brand requirement or just a more complete feel for the visitor, we're able to provide that through our machine learning algorithms. And I mentioned the caption creation side a little bit. Here you'll see the examples on the left where we upload a photo and then automatically we're able to identify what room it is, but also the contents of that room, whatever that might be, any electronics, any type of furniture, all of that information could be useful for, whether for SEO purposes or for caption creation, and we provide that through our API instantly. And to get a little bit more into detail on the optimization side, we're really able to do a lot to show the true potential of your photos. So here you see a dark and a kind of grainy photo, and we're able to kind of make that more crisp, fix the colors. Again, not kind of making anything inaccurate, but just showing the place in a much better light, at a much better resolution. And all of that is definitely, helpful in showing what that place will actually look like to a human eye, and taking away from the technical, glitches and barriers that might not show the full potential of your space. So this is, as I said, a fully automated pipeline. So you're able to put your images and get the enhanced versions out within a matter of seconds. And just to show you a comparison of how our smart artificial intelligence algorithms are actually helping you get better results in a much shorter time, we just wanted to show you a quick comparison here. So on the left side, you see the original photo. And on the middle, this is basically, we've used a generic service that where you can edit your photos, and the result we've gotten from that. And on the right side is our example, where you see the color corrections very clearly, the angle corrections very clearly. It's a lot more crisp, so the information is communicated in a much better way, in a much more clear way to the whoever is looking at this photo. All right, moving on to virtual staging. As I mentioned, once we kind of do all the corrections, the next step is to do a little bit more hand holding and kind of show people how they are able to decorate this space and make it a home. So that's where our automated pipeline comes in and helps you show this space in different layouts, different stylistic choices, different, suitable for different lifestyles, all of that in a very quick way. So I'm actually, before this, I'm gonna show you a quick demo of what this pipeline looks like, because it does kind of sound like magic, and it's like too good to be true almost. So we want to give you a sense of what this pipeline is doing on the back end. So here you see, this is a photo of a bedroom that we took, and we feed this to our virtual staging pipeline. And the first thing we do from this is to extract the measurement information. We have our proprietary model that's able to extract this information just based on a single image. And so that's kind of the first step, where we understand the dimensions of this image and then translate that into a 3D model. So here you see that photo made into, like a 3D kind of model of what that space is. So once that's done, the next step is the lighting analysis, and that helps us make sure that whatever furniture or any other assets we put in this room looks very accurate, very photorealistic to the human eye. So here we see, there's lighting coming from the window. This can be other light sources in the room. We're able to accommodate, multiple, like different versions of lighting that affects a room. And here you see the identification of that. And then the next step is the layout configuration. So here, as you can imagine, there's, many different ways of identifying what would work best here. And for this algorithm, we worked with interior designers, but we're also gathering market data to better understand customer preferences and what looks more appealing to people. So that's kind of the data angle of our platform that kicks in here and helps you, choose from the options that we think are we found that are more attractive to different customer segments. So that's the different layouts, and we identified the one that we found to be making the most sense. And then based on that, we know the measures now, we know the layout. So now it's a matter of identifying what assets we can use here. And we do that using our asset library. We assign the ones that would fit here and then place them. And then the final touches where, it's more decorative, kind of make the place feel more homey and do a photorealistic rendering of what the place will look like. All right, so I hope that helps you kind of imagine what our model is, the magic our model is doing in a way. And going back to the slide, so you've seen more residential examples of this. We're able to actually do that for staging vacant rooms, but also staging offices. We've seen some, we're starting to onboard clients on the commercial side as well, and we've seen it being very useful for co-working spaces, but also for retail spaces that are being repurposed. So a lot of different scenarios where staging actually makes a lot of sense, becomes kind of like a quick solution to what what the customers are looking for, and kind of helping them see that quickly and efficiently. And we're also able to do furniture replacement, and that helps people get a better sense of not just the current state of a space, but what it can be. So we've seen that being very helpful to in certain cases, such as student housing as well. All right, so who should use these services? We basically have three main user bases where we think we're adding the most value. So I'm going to quickly talk about that. So on the property management side, we've seen those who are updating their digital assets. Maybe they've aggregated different types of assets over the years for different properties. They've added to their portfolio, and our service provided them a quick way to make sure they are up to the current taste and design standards, and it provides a quick way of freshening them up. And on the agent broker side, it's the custom staging that helps people, helps customers imagine the potential of a space very quickly. And because our services are fully automated, and that allows people to just do the image enhancement and staging within a matter of minutes, it's definitely a faster time to market. You don't have to wait for a lot of the other steps that someone typically goes through before putting a house on market. And on the platform side, it's all the things I mentioned, but also the more listing level treatment, where we're able to help people identify the best cover photos, autofill missing information, and enhance the image quality. That definitely has tangible results in generating traffic. So if you think your needs are kind of falling into any of these buckets, we would love to share more information with you, and help you kind of understand how we might be able to help, because we do think there's a lot of value we can add. And to kind of get things started quickly, we have an optimization starter package where we start on a per listing or per photo basis, and that includes all the scoring and captioning services on top of the image enhancement services we provide, and that's available via our web app or API, depending on your needs. And on the staging side, we've started working with some of our clients through early access. So this is the new service that we're offering, and we have a wait list running for this already. So if that's something you're interested, this service at this moment includes all the quality editing and the enhancements we do and the virtual staging. And right now, the turnaround time is about 48 hours, which will go down significantly in the coming months. So at this moment, it's only available via our web app, but the API, the automated API, is coming up. So if you want to get more updates on that, I will share more information about that within a second. So for as a thank you to the attendees of this conference, we're offering a 30% discount if you sign up during the time of the conference. And you can do that by going to this link, studio.odaportal.com/signup, and use the code Unissu. And there you will be able to choose the products we offer, choose the ones that you're interested from them, and someone from our team will get in touch with you to share more information and answer all your questions. And yeah, so that's all I have right now. Thank you so much for listening, and we look forward to answering questions and sharing more information with you. So you see my email on the screen, and please do get in touch, and we look forward to meeting all of you throughout the conference. Thank you.